Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here with patch 6.5, which is Growing Light Part 1. So yeah, let's hop right into it and hope we can finish this today. Laura, I was about to call for you. There have been developments concerning the Void Gate that I would discuss with everyone. Coincidentally, I'm told Stola will be returning shortly. I dare to hope she has made some progress in devising a way to harness the first slides. Come, let us await the others in my chambers. Let's go. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is excited for Dawntrail. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. I pray thou art come with glad tidings. With findings well worth many sleepless nights, I am pleased to report. You may leave it there, thank you. Eager though I am to hear the details, I must first share tidings of my own, grave ones. Liange have sent word from the Void Gate and Mare Lamentorum. The situation is precarious. They continue to rely upon the brands to contain the forces which would otherwise flow freely into the source. Yet, though these measures were sufficient to imprison a fragment of Zodiac for eons against our enemies' determined onslaught, they are degrading at an unsettling rate. The Loporids are sparing no effort to sustain the brands, but it is only a matter of time ere they fail. Wait, it's air, right? I'm sorry. It is very early in the morning. Unless we act soon, there shall be no stopping Golbez from realizing his ambition. That Zeromus should so test the seal even when not at full strength is every bit as terrible as we feared. Aye, we must needs vanquish it. To which end we require a means to pierce its dark shroud. So did you find it, a way to bring a resplendent light to bear against our foe? As a matter of fact, I have. The theory was simple. We harness light from the first and channel it to the 13th. Such a feat would require us to manipulate vast amounts of energy, to say the least. And so I consulted Sid and his fellows, who rose to the challenge and produced bespoke devices, ether transmitters. These marvelous contraptions can be placed at locations of our choosing to facilitate the flow of ether. In other words, we could use them to create ethereal currents. Damn. That such a thing should be possible. We shall first direct ether from Nabafa Ring, where the flood of light was halted, into the Crystal Tower. We all know from personal experience the wonders of which it is capable. Wonders which suit our needs perfectly. It should mention that the structure in the Asim step, which the elegance built to redirect ether, was also a source of inspiration. Once we have infused the crystal tower with sufficient ether, we shall send it into the rift. The ether transmitter shall guide the energy onto the 13th, like so. In this way, we shall have a lance of light with which to pierce the shield of darkness. Or so I hope. No tests we performed were close to the scale of what we ultimately seek to achieve. I cannot guarantee success. With such great minds on our side, how could we possibly fail? It would hardly be the first time we played it by ear. Let's give them some confidence. Indeed, we've harnessed the wisdom of the past, present and future to further this cause. I too have faith that it will be enough in the end. I have no idea how this cutscene is not with voice acting. Like, it's really weird. Science and theory aside, we need to place one or more of these transmitters in the first, I take it. A task we must entrust to you, Laura. Rest assured, I will provide you with what support I can. I wish to go as well. How can she travel to the first? This world that you brought back from the brink, I would see it with my own eyes. But how dost thou intend to make the journey? In the spirit vessel, that's how you and yours managed it, yes? Void Sense summoning also sees the soul separated from flesh. This separation I can do at will. The principles are similar enough. If you aren't averse to traveling with company, I should be glad to lend Zero my vessel. Then it's settled. I shall finish preparing the transmitters and then help Zero transfer her soul. Pray, see to your own preparations, and then let us reconvene at Megaduta. Ishida will be along after she has seen to Zero's soul. Let us await her here. Alright, let's wait. Apologies for the wait. Everything went smoothly. Zero's soul is now safely within the spirit vessel. I shall have the alchemist attend her body until she returns. The vessel I place in your care, along with the transmitters and a set of garments for Zero. I've also included instructions on how to operate the crystal tower, courtesy of graha-tia. While you're away, I will join Uriange and the Leopards on the moon. They'll need help should the brands fail. A fine idea for my part. I shall continue to coordinate our efforts while I recover from my wounds. I seriously do not care what you guys are gonna do. Given the task at hand, I suggest you speak with Reen. With her power of light, she's bound to be helpful in our efforts. But here you do that, or aught else, seek out Begloop. As the first foremost authority on soulcraft, they should be able to grant Zero a corporeal form. As I recall, the old Numu was rather fond of the Cabinet of Curiosity, so that should be your first stop. That's all from me. Go forth, Warrior of Darkness, and make your triumphant return to the First. Alrighty, I guess let's go to the First then. Alrighty, here we are with Begloop. Is that you, Laura? What brings you back across the rift? Stuff. Saving the world stuff. Once again. Honestly, first you ask me to extract the soul from a spirit vessel, and then you tell me you have the signs to channel light to another reflection. Wicked white, Laura, is nothing ever simple with you. I suppose some people can't help but find themselves at the center of world-changing events. Very well, if your home is in peril, then I shall do all in my power to aid you. While I tend to your companion, you should go and speak with Reen. By all accounts, she practically lives at the Hortorium these days. I will look for you there once I've finished. Let's go! Alrighty, we made it and found Reen.
Restoring the elements to the empty may allow life to flourish there once more. But that isn't enough to return the environment to the way it was. No, we need to gradually reintroduce life, beginning with plants. Not just any plants, though, but those that won't be a burden on a weakened land.
So she became a gardener now.
Such as...
You've become quite a scholar. I see you've taken an interest in gardening. Gardening it is.
Oh, what a welcome surprise! It seems you caught me rambling to myself. How embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
I've been studying botany, you see. Hoping that the knowledge would help our work in the empty. But never mind that for now. What brings you to the Crystarium? It was my understanding that the final days were behind us.
Well, not quite. I mean, yeah, they are, but we have newer issues.
You wish to combat this otherworldly threat with the power of light? Please, let me help. Though I've lost my connection to Hydaelyn, I can still manipulate light to a degree.
Yeah, that's why
If there is a chance I could save others with that power, then I have to try.
Amazing. Hell yeah, we can get to work. We're probably gonna talk for 10 hours.
'Tis done. Zero is now with us in the flesh.
I'm gonna go away, we're gonna probably be like, friends, trust, and all that stuff again.
The spirit vessel I shall hold on to for operating the tower.
I mean, don't I also need it to bring Zero back?
This will help me to make sense of the controls, will it? There's a levity in his words that wasn't there before. It heartens me to know he is well. I shall see to the preparations as per his instructions.
My thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. That said, 'tis customary that my kind receive fitting payment for services rendered.
Not unlike we void sent then. In that case, you may devour some of my ether.
Are you mad? I'll do no such thing. The very suggestion is absurd.
Now, let's calm down. We all have our preferences, and I'm sure no offense was intended.
I shall attend to the tower now. The rest, I leave to you.
Zero, was it? My name is Reen. It's a pleasure to meet you.
This world isn't what I expected. While light is indeed strong here, it's not pervasive or overwhelming. Everything looks much as it does in the source.
We have the Warrior of Darkness to thank for that.
It's me.
If you're interested, I would be glad to show you around.
Oh my god, are we actually gonna do a tour? It's not like we have a job to do, right?
Just an ordinary sky. Ordinary and beautiful. To think that after so much loss, they could reclaim this.
Growing light. I've heard something of your deeds here, of how the Warrior of Darkness fought on, despite light ravaging her very being. Had I the self-same strength of spirit, perhaps I could have done more for my world. No, it isn't over yet. The 13th isn't beyond saving. That's why we're here. So where to? Just lead the way. Well, 2 places. Appealing to the masses. Oh my god. Let's head for Nabafarang. Since Zero can teleport to the ether right there, we should probably travel by Amaro. Hello. Ah, there you are. Thank goodness I'm not too late. Lena, I take it Bergluk told you why she's here. More or less. Greetings and welcome. I'm Lena, captain of the guard here at the Crystarium. Zero, is there something you require? When I learned of your plan to gather light at the Crystal Tower, I felt compelled to warn you of the potential repercussions. I know well that you would never use the tower for ill, nor without due caution. Even so, I believe I understand. Ever since the flood, light has been a source of pain and misery. Some fear it still, no doubt. Which is to say that some would be uncomfortable at the sight of it wielded as we intend. That is your concern, is it not? Precisely. It was light that nearly consumed our world. To use the Crystal Tower to harness this destructive force risks turning the tower into an object of fear. You may convince the Crystarium of the necessity of your cause, but will not be so easy to win over those outside our walls. I worry this will undermine the fragile trust that we have only begun to build with some communities. They may misunderstand your intentions. Do we have to do the exact same thing again as in Garlemald? Tell me who they are and what misunderstandings they may have. I shall allay their concerns. Or allay? I don't know. Laura and I will go with her. People know us. Our presence will put them at ease. Thank you. I realize this will delay the execution of your plans, but I see no other way. As for where to begin, I dare say Yulmore would be as good a place as any. Though ours is an amicable relationship now, we were at odds for long years. Yulmore was once ruled by a tyrant who wielded the power of light, though he promised salvation. In truth, he made slaves of his subjects and sought to destroy any who defied him. He's gone now, thankfully, and a good man named Chinas was elected mayor. Relations between our cities have improved much since then. Even so, there's a lingering rivalry between us. If the Crystarium were to harness light without warning, some Yulmorans might suspect we have ulterior motives. Thus would it be prudent to give them prior notice. If you explain that you seek to save the Warrior of Darkness's home, though, I should hope that they would give you their blessing. Once again, yours is a name that commands respect and trust in the domain of your former enemies, as it does in Garlemald. Where else should we visit? After Yulmore, I would suggest the Raktika Greatwood. There you will find the Knights Blessed, a small collective which worships darkness, as well as the V's, guardians of the secrets of ancient Ronka. The V's are insular and will likely not object unless the light encroaches upon their territory. The Knights Blessed, on the other hand, would greatly benefit from your assurances that your actions will not adversely affect their lives. People who worship darkness, sitting for a world all but consumed by light. Very well, we will treat with the people of Yulmor and the Knights Blessed. Here, take these whisper weeds. I will let you know when all is in readiness with the tower. Right then, I should tend to my own tasks. Explaining the situation to the people of the Crystarium and arranging for your transmitters to be placed here and in above a rank. We're truly grateful. Thank you, Lena. Aren't we gonna warn Amarang? Like, I mean, they're the ones mostly impacted by this, no? Come, let's head to Yulmor. Hopefully Shanas will know how best to present our plan to everyone. Oh my god. I bet all of this could be skipped without any issues. Let's go to Yulmor. And here we are. And obviously no voice acting again. Good gods, if it isn't Dora. To what do we owe the pleasure? Not another world-ending threat, surely not. Surely not. We're planning a grand undertaking that may be of concern to the people of Yulmor. This sensitive matter about which we thought it best to consult the city's esteemed mayor. No, maybe he likes this better than having them actually be impacted. Like, how would it impact them? It doesn't. I don't that ever describe myself as such, but anyway, I can tell you're up to something. The kind of something I might want nothing to do with. But regardless, I should probably know. What is it? You'll be fine, don't worry. Gathering light with the crystal tower, you say. I would be lying if I said that doesn't bring back unpleasant memories, and I believe I speak for most Yulmorans. I can hardly blame you. With no reason to question your motives, of course, neither yours nor those of the Crystarium's leadership. A world engulfed in darkness. Its corrupted inhabitants attempting to invade your own. It's rather a lot to process, but the desire to save one's home is something anyone can understand. I'm touched that you show such concern for our feelings, despite the gravity of your plight. Very well, you have my support. Yeah, I don't know why we care about feelings if it's actually about saving the world, but you know. As if there was ever any doubt. Right, let's get it to people at once. An explanation from you ought to ensure everyone understands. Not so fast, dearest. If I were to reveal everything at this juncture, many would be deeply unsettled, regardless of any assurances I offered. No, we need to first set the stage, spread word of the Warrior of Darkness's plight, that she is on a mission to save her world, as she once did ours. Once the tale is common knowledge, I shall call an assembly and explain the need to harness the power of light, to a populace far more amenable to the idea. And to that end, might I trouble you to speak with our citizens about your predicament? It would be more effective to hear the details from the hero herself, more likely to inspire solidarity for your cause. So we appeal to the desire to aid the Warrior of Darkness to present light in a more positive light way. Oh, in a more positive light. Well played, Master Chive. Oh my god. If it's best that you do the talking, then we'll come with you. Fine by me. I'm content to observe. Once you've finished your rounds, I ask that you report to me. I should like to know how the people react. Lead the way, Laura. We'll be right behind you. God, this is gonna be so annoying. Let's go. Alrighty, so no one really had an issue with what we're gonna do. They were all like, well, if you have to save your world, you have to save your world. So, you know, they actually have a brain. So the people are of one mind in their desire to help. Good. Why, just earlier I overheard a conversation about how the Warrior of Darkness is seeking to save their home. Your tale is spreading quickly. And the plan has unfolded precisely as you envisioned. Yeah, then we should get to it. All that remains then is to assemble the citizens and explain Laura's need to gather light. For better or worse, I'm mayor of the city. I'll do my best to win them over. Wait, aren't you? Yes, you're her, the young lady who saved me from Warfrey. I'd eaten enough meal to fall under his control, but you cured me. I wouldn't be alive today if not for you. Oh, I remember you too. I'm glad to see you're doing well. I only learned later that it was the Oracle Flight herself who saved me. Saved all of us. I didn't know if I'd ever get the chance to express my gratitude. I'm sure it was not for someone with your power, but thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What is this meal? Food made from the light-tainted flesh of sin-eaters, you say. I see, the more they ate, the more the light's corruption spread. Right, and because of that they became susceptible to Warfrey's commands, as he could make the sin-eaters do his bidding. Thankfully, I was able to suppress Light's influence and free everyone from his control, and there seems to be no lingering effects. They say that as if it were some small feat. I've seen countless souls corrupted by darkness. Someone with the power to heal them would be regarded as a great figure and never know peace. My gift has been a burden. Many have suffered for it, died for it. There were times when I wished I didn't have it, when I wanted to run away from everyone and everything. But I had friends to encourage and guide me, to help me learn not just to embrace my gift, but to take charge of my life, to change my fate. And so you did just that. The people of this world are resilient indeed. That a half-white scent like me managed to escape the flood of darkness. For all these years, I never stopped to wonder why. To wonder if I had a greater part to play. Well, perhaps it's time I took charge and considered that I might be able to do for... what I might be able to do for others. The answer is here in the first, and I will find it. Cool. In defiance of fate. If we have no further business here, let's move on. Where to next? Subterrane, the home of the Knights Blessed and Arctic of Greatwood, will explain the situation to their leader, Lunar. Let's go. And we made it to Subterrane. Really still no voice acting? Are you kidding me? Nora, you're a sight for sore eyes, my friend. Will you be staying long in Subterrane? Though having said that, I suspect this isn't just a social call. Nope. A great plan is emotion and the Knights Blessed deserve to know. When you put it that way, very well. On behalf of my people, I would hear what you have to say. Can you tell them? Like, we have things to do. What, your world? Master Matoya's world is in great danger. Yes. Master Matoya. Yashtoda, she took another name in accordance with custom when she lived among the Knights Blessed. They believe light taints everything that it touches, even their true names. Out of respect, don't speak hers here. You're a zero, yes, the one come from a world consumed by darkness. I struggle to conceive of such a place. Well, such the same as here, just the opposite. A pitch black pall shrouds the sky, which neither the light of the sun nor the stars can pierce. It is the opposite of what you once knew here in Northrend. That's so not true. It's not pitch black. It's pretty bright, actually. That being the case, I'm sure you can relate to our situation. All too well. You have my deepest sympathies. And in order to beat back the darkness in your world, you would harness light from ours. But isn't it good? Like, then, you know, the light is gone, right? This is simply a brilliant idea. Only Master Matoya could have conceived of such. That Northrend is still in her thoughts, that we are still. So you're not opposed to our plan. We Knights Blessed may place our faith in the dark, but we have never sought to force our beliefs upon others. If your deliverance lies in light, then by all means, avail yourselves of it. I'm surprised. From what I was told of your people, I was certain you would disapprove of our methods. Do not mistake our reverence for darkness as a desire for it to be ascendant. Rather, in darkness there is a peace that we seek to make our own through prayer and self-reflection. And while light may have wrought suffering in our world, anything in excess can be harmful, even darkness, as you and yours know all too well. It is the wielder who is righteous or evil, not the weapon. If you would wield light for a noble cause, then why are we to deny you? An easy thing for me to say now that night has been restored to our world, perhaps, nevertheless. I wish you the best in your fight, Zero. May light shine your way in the darkness. Now then, to mark this joyous occasion, I must offer you a proper welcome to Slitherbow. Yippee. We totally have time for that. You might find this interesting, Zero. If you say so. Right, let us begin with the customary greeting. Alright, just to remember how to announce yourself as a friend of the blessed. Nope. But the game will probably tell me. I hope. Enter Alan Tutar. Alan Tutar. There we go. Friends old and new, I bid you welcome to Slitherbow. Alan Tutar, what does it mean? In the language of Ronka, it is one of several ways one might say good evening. This greeting allows us to quickly discern friend from foe. A simple expression, but in a world bereft of night, the words held deep meaning. They were a reminder of the world as it was, when the sun and the moon and the stars yet danced across the sky, and we wished one another well as the day gave way to night. A communal tradition, so the words serve to bind us. Indeed, we are no longer strangers, you and I. Next we shall have you cleansed of lights and impurities. Present yourself to Daviv in yonder room. He will be glad to assist you. With what? Let's go. Alright, so the dude just cleansed her like we did when we came here. I've undertaken the ritual. And while I can't explain it, I feel more confident than I did before. It's just a touch. I'm glad to hear it. With the Warrior of Darkness at your side, I've no doubt that you will save your two worlds. If we can defeat Zeromus, then the source would be safe. But nothing would change for my own world. There would just be one less void sent to struggle over scraps with the rest. Is that so? Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. It's fine, I was under no illusion. I wish it were different, of course. Lunar, can you hear me? Have you met with the people of Yulmore and Raktika? Excellent, then we may proceed to the next phase of the plan without worry. Luke has informed me that the tower is ready, so make for an buffer ring at your leisure. I've arranged for you to rendezvous with Cassad en route as well. Not only can he take you to the side of the flood, but he will also know where best to place the transmitters, given his familiarity with the route between the Crystarium and Amaring. He will be in Twine on business shortly, so I've asked him to wait for you there. It's all coming together. To Twine then. To Twine then. Alrighty, we're in Twine. I still don't know why we didn't tell the people here about it. Your timing couldn't be better, Laura. I finished up my business here. Lena has told me all. It would be my pleasure to take you to the buffer ring. As if we couldn't just have gone ourselves. I mean, how would he know where to put those transmitters? Like, they're a new thing. As soon as the other helpers arrive, that is. They're supposed to be along any moment now. Laura, it really is you. Oh. We understand you are faced with quite a predicament, and when an esteemed customer is in need, the merchants of Mortsuk, are eager to provide. The captain bade us assist you, miss, to ensure that light is delivered to the Crystarium. Members of our guard will place transmitters in Lakeland, and the good people of Mortsuk will do likewise in the Hills of Ember. You need but focus on your own task and not buffering. Nice. Yet more people clamoring to help you. It'd almost be more surprising if they hadn't shown up. If everyone is ready, then let's get to work. Oh, I guess they told them already? I don't know. No, I figured. You're heading to Nabafarang and then think to call on us. While most of our antennas are still in a sorry state, we've spared no effort in maintaining the trolley. We've even upgraded it, as a matter of fact. It's faster than ever and can deliver you to Nabafarang in no time at all. Let's go. After everything you've done for us, we can't just stand idly by. Banquet would never let us hear the end of it. Thank you all so much. I dare say we have ample help. Come, let's go and acquire our light. Let's go. Oh, we didn't even have to do anything.
So this is the flood of light. I I don't remember much of the time when darkness consumed the 13th. Just the cold and the emptiness.
Zero? Are you all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who stopped this.
Oh, no. That was the first Oracle of Light, Minfilia. She's since left us, but I inherited her power and legacy.
I see. Let's get started then, shall we?
The other transmitters are set. Whenever you're ready.
Nice.
Such radiant light. It's almost too much for one steeped in darkness, like me.
She is so emo, it's insane. That was me as a teenager, by the way. Just FYI.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero, alive. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today.
If this power were mine to wield.
I will not succumb! Not to darkness! Not to light!
Zero! She's taken light into herself. Her body struggles to contain it. She needs help.
Yeah, then maybe do something.
Thank goodness. How do you feel?
Better now, I think.
Seriously, I hope there was something big that just happened now. Like, if it's actually just like, oh, too much of this and too much of this, is that good? Like, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Then you're very, very lucky. Whatever possessed you to do that?
I wanted some light.
I had to know if I could command the light. If I could change my fate. Once, I would never have dared to dream it, but your friendship and your trust has helped me to see new possibilities in myself. Perhaps that's why, when I beheld this world once damned yet saved, I saw the potential for mine to be saved as well. To become a world where light and darkness are in harmony, and life flourishes. A world where we're not consumed by insatiable hunger, but filled with hope for what we might create together. If I had the strength, perhaps I could make such a dream reality. Perhaps I could awaken us from this endless nightmare. That's what possessed me.
If that's your heartfelt desire, then you mustn't be afraid to share it. There was a time when I lacked the courage. To voice my desires was to burden those I love, or so I convinced myself. But then I met those who believed in me. They helped me to believe in myself, and find the strength to live. And so long as I'm alive, I know that I'll be fine. No matter how dire things seem, no matter where I am, to be able to think that brought me peace. And it's a blessing I owe entirely to my friends.
Those who believe in us. I will remember your words. I know all too well that there's a limit to what we can achieve alone.
As a friend, I'd like to help you fulfill your dream. If you wish to take in more light, I can keep the power in check and help your body accept it.
If anyone can do it, it'd be Reen. It worked well enough for me. With the power of light and dark, you'll be unstoppable. Just do whatever and leave me out of it. Let's get a move on.
So it would seem. Right then. I'm counting on you. Here I go. I can feel it. The light's warmth welling within me.
Then I believe it worked.
With this power, I will return to the void and fight for the world that once was, and for those I hold dear.
Who does she hold dear, though? We've done our part, and I trust that the others will see the light to our destination. It's time we return to the source. I shall seek out Beg Luke and have them return my soul to the spirit vessel. Sounds good. Bye. Back to action. I suppose this is it. I don't know if you had any other preparations to attend to or people to visit, but I'll go on ahead to the ocular. Let's go. Alrighty, so they just gave us back 0 and thingy. I forgot what it was. In the vessel. And said good luck. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Lunar, thank heavens you've returned. The Laporius reported the brands are on the verge of fading. We have no time to spare. I shall restore 0 to our body at once. Nice. Ah, that's better. But can't Y'shtola literally do the same? Then. I was worried that the soul transference process might affect the light I absorb, but it feels as potent as before. Nice. The radiance of your soul was impossibly blinding. I don't know how you would have managed without Reen's help. But Reen helped me to contain the light. It was you, all of you, who gave me the courage to even make the attempt. Your friendship, your acceptance. That includes the people of the First. The Nice West in particular showed me great kindness. As the Lunar, whose only regret seemed to be that you could not join us. A regret we share. Ours is a reunion long overdue. If all is in readiness, then I will assume my dragon form and fly to the moon. In the meantime, pray make your own way to the Drowning Brand, where there we shall reconvene before sallying forth once more into the void. Alrighty, let's go. And we're back on the moon. Time to take the fight to the enemy, is it? The darkness has been utterly relentless, gnawing at the seal like I might an iron carrot. Strike fast and hard, because you won't get another chance. As a precaution, we further enhanced the combat supporters, so you don't need to worry about us while you're away. I shall maintain my vigil over the brands. Pray, see that thou art ready to depart as soon as Reacher and the others have assembled. May the light shine the way to victory and deliver you all safely home. Hello. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The dark pall over the crater has grown thicker. It looks pretty spooky, not gonna lie. And on the other side lies Golbez's domain. We'll have altered the terrain to hinder us. Oh, he'll have altered the terrain to hinder us. I don't sense his presence, but I wager he is in the crater. It would be ideal if you were. I should hurry and place the transmitters. Once they are activated, our course rift ether current will be established. Light will flow freely from the First, in theory at least. It will work, it must. Guess. Bum, bum.
All is in readiness. Without further ado then. Light from beyond the rift, shine forth and banish the darkness.
Excellent. The tower is replete with light from the Bath-Areng. Commencing transmission!
May this light illuminate your way.
You can do it, Zero. I believe in you.
And let's be real, I'm the one in the end that has to defeat this dude now. We just have
Look,
to jump in there.
An opening.
Seems pretty unsafe.
It worked. Let us waste no time and sally forth. Alas, I fear the breach may be too narrow for you, Vritra.
For a blessing, I prepared my simulacrum for such an eventuality.
My true form shall stand guard here while we explore the chasm. Tis faint, but I sense the presence of a dragon. No doubt my sister's essence trapped within Zeromus. Not where she was held captive before, but somewhere much deeper.
The descent will not be so easy this time. The chasm swarms with void scent.
Summoned by Golbez, perhaps, or born of the residual darkness.
However they came to be, we shall cut a path through them. Is everyone ready?
Yeah, let's go. Let's move, please.
Zero?
Gross. Would have been way too easy.
That light should shine in the void once more.
No single one of us could have made it so. Only by joining hands were we able to kindle this light.
Do you see, Golbez? We needn't damn others to save ourselves. You knew this once, surely, when you tried to befriend me. When you were one of the precious few left willing to trust in another. But that man is gone. And in his place, a mockery of his beliefs.
Because it's not him. Probably.
It's the same as before. Though we walk different paths, we seek the same destination. And yet... there is something I must know. A truth that lies waiting in the dark.
Then let's go. Please. Down in the dark. Let's go. Rest assured, I will not let my emotions overwhelm me. When the moment comes, I will call to my sister and I will wrest her free from Zeromus. The crater awaits. Woe betide any who bar our path. Let's go, let's go. Ooh, let's go for real. Alrighty, here we go. Into the dungeon. Looks like fun. Alrighty, see you guys at the first boss. Alrighty, here we are with the Dark Elf. Let's see.
That's far enough!
Out of my way!
This farce.
Easy breezy. We're gonna do this, do it again.
Be gone!
Whoop.
I will end this farce.
No, don't die, please.
I will end this farce.
You forced my hand.
Nice. Righty. Let's move on. Ah, I remember this dungeon. What is that? You find a discarded Memoria Crystal and it suddenly begins to glow. The psyche resonates with the Memoria Crystal. What once was.
Hurry, Golbez! The city is already overrun!
Oh, we are Golbez. Hello, Durante.
First the villages, and now the capital. Nothing is exempt from their avarice.
Lord? Oh. The lords. Let's try this. Wish me luck. Alrighty.
This one is dangerous. Have care, Golbez.
Easy breezy. Oh.
No mercy!
Why did I not get heated? Uh-oh. That's not a good place. Zero, you have a good place, probably.
I am of the first brood!
I will not hold back!
I shall carve a path forward! I shall carve a path forward!
I will not hold back!
Okay, but this is just gonna be the same over and over again.
Such
Alrighty.
destruction. If only we had returned sooner. Have at you!
I guess some of this might be of interest. I'm not gonna do a full pull. Visualize, I'm struggling a little. So, yeah.
Fear my wrath! Enough!
Still, I wanna heal me. That would be very much appreciated.
cannot, will not fall here.
You forced my hand.
Darkness take you!
I dare say we'll be faster if we split up.
Okay. My original gargoyle. Such a cheap knockoff. He's the OG. Yeah, now that he's gone, you probably won't talk anymore. Alrighty, so see this. Behold the true power of Memoria.
Me.
They were just turning people. Then letting them fight. That's sad.
This will hurt.
But yeah, let's continue when something happens. Something more happens. Alrighty, the last bit. Ooh. Looks like an epic battle. Or not.
Golbez!
Sad.
This can't be happening. Not to you. My friend. My hero. I will stop you even should it cost me my life.
Pretty cool. So now technically we are possessed.
So be it.
Golbez.
I will fight you with all my strength. Ether to fortify my blade. I need power. Light or dark, it matters not. Such savagery ill suits you.
You forced my hand.
You've weathered this before. Let's see how you fare now.
I will end this farce.
Wait, was it this one? I'm not sure anymore. I guess.
That's far enough.
Even so, I'll not be bested. Not this
Why does
day.
someone attack?
Darkness take you!
Prepare yourself. It's over, my friend.
That's the thing, the trust
You
system is
forced my
really allergic to uptime, I feel like.
You've weathered this before. Let's see how you fare now.
You forced my hand. No mercy.
Well, screw you all.
No
That's
mercy.
Far enough. I am your end.
Let's go. Come on.
Even so,
I will not hold
I'll
back.
not be bested. Not this day. Prepare yourself. It's over, my friend.
Okay, nice. You're gonna see how it continued? Oh, nice.
Why? Why you and not me? You were the best of us. A paragon of virtue. I could never hope to be your equal. I am only the knight I am because of you. Because you believed in me! You would not wish to become a monster, preying upon those who fought to protect. But neither can I bring myself to kill you. So rest easy, my friend, and entrust your legacy to me.
Oh, the Golbez we know is Dawntrail. Makes even more sense that we found the Memoria of Golbez before.
You will never die. This I swear. Through me your name shall live on, as the hero who saves the world.
We've been released from the memory, 'twould seem.
If Golbez was the one sealed in this Memoria, then the one we've been fighting is...
no more than an imposter playing at hero.
Durante, I presume.
A name long since lost to time. History shall remember only Golbez. Come what may, I shall deliver the world its salvation, and I will not suffer you to interfere.
You seek to free all souls from the purgatory of undeath. And to that end, you would invade another world. While I cannot condone your methods, I understand your motive full well. For I'm driven by the same. I too wish to save our world. I too once thought I had to bear the burden by myself. That I had no choice but to walk my path alone. But I was wrong. We may yet strive together towards our shared goal. If you would reconsider your course.
If you possessed power which transcended that of Zeromus, then perhaps I would. But you do not. No, you are but another Voidsent like me. And what is a candle before the sun?
Perhaps we aren't all-powerful, and cannot effect great change in an instant. Even so.
Great change is what we need. Aught less has no meaning. Having glimpsed our past, you should understand as well as any. As Golbez, I dedicated myself to ending the Contra Memoria. I fought the corrupted Memoriates and attempted to redeem those twisted by their power. Yet try as I might, I was powerless to make any meaningful change. 'Twas then, when I was floundering in despair, that she appeared. The Ascian Igeom. Claiming to know how to excise the source of our woes, she showed me to the moon, where the servant of light abided. 'Twas he and his ilk who had granted men unnatural powers, she said, and now prolonged the war. Believing her every word, I struck him down and caused darkness to engulf the world.
What? Then it was you who...
Them.
As Emmett Selk once told us, the 13th was the Ascians' first attempt at a rejoining, before they fully understood the mechanisms at play. They failed because they sought only to awaken the sundered Zodiac without instigating a calamity in the source. The darkness they unleashed had nowhere else to go.
Having left a ruin of our world, the Ascian fled. I was a fool to trust them, to trust in others. Since that day, I have sought the means to undo my mistake. The world may be beyond saving, but I would at least restore the Great Flow. The dragon was an extraordinary windfall, a veritable font of ether that expedited my endeavors time and again. But it wasn't enough to achieve my objective. Far from it. For an eternity, I had to bide my time. But the day finally came when I acquired the power I sought. I, the remnants of the Ascians' god sealed within the moon, suddenly dispersed into ether. With that ether, Zeromus could be conceived, and driven by the dragon's longing for home, it shall soon arise to destroy the barrier between worlds. Thus will the way open to the promised land, and the death we have been too long denied. Thus will I, Golbez, bring salvation to all.
So that is all you have left.
Say what you will. You cannot stop Zeromus's awakening.
We're going after him, aren't we?
Aye. That's why we came, after all. And besides... when someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them. In others and yourself. Euless was right about that.
Adorable. Let us press on. In the darkest recesses of the moon await Golbez and Zeromus. They are resolved to save the world and condemn yours. I'm ready. Why would it ask me?
I had hoped to bear witness to the moment our salvation is realized. But nothing must be left to chance. I will stop you here, no matter the cost. Wounded as I am, I knew that I would be hard-pressed to fight you on equal terms. And so I lured you to this place, where the advantage is mine.
The Archfiends live?
Uh-oh.
Impossible. Scarmiglione and Barbariccia were sealed in Memoria, while Cagnezzo and Rubicante died in the Source.
You're not wrong. They are not the true Archfiends, but shades born of their residual ether.
If they are shades, then their strength will pale in comparison. Even should they fight as one, we may yet prevail.
We'll tend to the Archfiends. Go and put an end to Zeromus.
Sounds good.
You'll do no such thing.
Yes, I will do such thing. I'm sorry.
Go! We'll join you as soon as we can.
I just jump into that hole? And there is a huge monster down there? Just, you know. Damn.
It is too late. Zeromus will awaken, and it shall devour any who come between it and its desire. Your companion is no exception.
I wouldn't be so sure. Time and again, she has faced insurmountable odds.
But no matter how hopeless things seemed, she's never given up the fight. So long as she has strength of will to forge on, then so too shall we.
Yay.
For we believe in her, and she believes in us. And together, our light can pierce blackest darkness.
Cute. Nice. Let's focus on the cool fight. My skin. Midis, Ajaya, I can let you destroy the barrier between worlds. And to be honest, and saving worlds is a bit more. I feel like I'm at a rave. Oh! Alright, let me hop in queue. And here we go. I am so not scared. We got this then. I believe in us. I really don't want a main tank though. I'm squishing. had to get some gear again. That's why I'm broken down.
Storm snarls on. Spheres moves on.
Do it. Ah, he's fine. Oh, I hate this one, I hate this one, I hate this one. Wait, what? Why am I tanking? Oh, that wasn't even that bad. I thought that was a goner there. Damn, I didn't see anything because of that LB. But somehow it worked out. Oh, we did it. Oh my lord. I was nervous. I never had to main tank this one. I think I never even tanked it. But we did it somehow. Oh god. Alrighty. Stop it, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm scared enough as it is.
Are you alright? Yeah!
Power of friendship. We can defeat anyone. Oh.
Like all Void Scent, Zeromus cannot be killed. Sealing it in Memoria is the only way.
This is not the time for memory.
That it should come to this. I failed my dear friend. Fell for the Ascian's ploy and unleashed the darkness. And after an eternity of waiting, I find myself on my knees. How disappointed must you be in me, in the foolishness and futility of it all. No, I will not let it be for naught. I will not allow you to pass. I will triumph in my crusade.
There is no triumph to be found in this madness. Even if the veil were to be unraveled, it would not undo what darkness has done to the world. Nor would it bring Golbez back. From his slumber, you know there is no return. You're weak and imperfect. You know it in your heart. In spite of this, do you truly believe that you can save everyone? Are you sure you will not fail? I'm no better. Weak and imperfect and plagued by doubt. Which is why I need friends to walk beside me.
Light? But how?
This is proof that I believe in others, and they in turn believe in me. A light that illuminates the way in darkest despair.
You know, I thought the story had so much potential. Like, I was really loving it. Like, it was depressing, it was dark, you know, it was like terrible and everything. But then that whole, oh, I'm so emo, I'm so sad. Oh, but now I found the light because I found friendship and trust and now I'm so much better. It's just, ugh. Just makes you want to barf.
Be it in a ruined city locked in ice, or a world drowning in light, it was with faith in one another that life endured. I see it clearly now.
You think we are capable of the same?
It won't be easy. Having lived too long as Void Scent, we've forgotten how to trust. But one thing is certain. If Zeromus succeeds and everyone dies, we'll never have the chance to try. You asked me to join hands with you once, and I refused. I cannot take back that mistake, but I can extend to you the same offer. We can be better than we have been.
Of course. You were the Memoriat we met all those years ago. Yes, I remember now. We hoped you would join us in our quest to end the Contra Memoria. But you rejected us outright. It left both of us discouraged. Golbez most of all. If we could but overcome the fear that has shaped and divided us, we could change everything. Even in the midst of that terrible war, he never stopped believing in others. Not even at the end.
You're Golbez now. If you would live up to his name, then you must trust in people as he did.
I cannot forgive what you have done to my sister, but she may yet be saved. If you can help us see her safely home and protect the source, then...
As Zero's friends, we should gladly share what knowledge we have to help you restore the Void.
You truly believe the world of old can be ours again?
I do. So long as we work together.
I really think we should get a move on, but that's just me.
We will disperse Zeromus's essence once more. The instant we do, you must call to Ajdaya.
Understood. Zero!
The suffocating darkness. like that of the rift. Impenetrable. Disorienting. Untethered. And drifting further away.
Be strong, Zero. Don't give up.
Hold fast to yourself. Look to the light within.
Even if there's darkness
Your place isn't alone in the dark, Zero. Not anymore.
There's the light within you. Ah. Wow. You can do it, Zero. Let's make it even more cringe. You can do it. With your inner light. You can banish the darkness.
Of course.
She's self-assured.
With this power from beyond the rift, I can do it. I can save everyone.
Is she gonna have a light side now or something? Oh, she's a paladin now. Again, I guess.
Golbez, if you would make amends, then lend me your strength.
Ashdaya! Hear my voice and return to me!
O Urter in.
What is like the science behind this?
Kom an, tranquil.
Have care. Zeromus makes to resurrect.
Not if I have anything to say about it. No more, fiend!
You're safe now, Ashdaya. You're safe.
It reminds me of Howl and Calcifer.
To my sister, I shall offer up the eye in this vessel. We, dragons, bring forth progeny with our very life force. That which my eye harbors should be enough to grant her corporeal form. Of course, this means I shall no longer have control over this vessel. I must ask you escort Ajdaya to the surface in my stead.
We came to bring her home, and we'll do just that. You have my word.
Thank you. At long last, we shall be together again.
She's a baby dragon. That's cute. What's up, Golbez?
Where are you going?
You found friendship and trust now. Don't go.
Our world may yet be restored. I thought it an impossible dream once, but having witnessed your miracles, I cannot help but believe. Nevertheless, I am the villain who wrought this tragedy, and in my misguided crusade, I compounded my sins. My place is not at your side.
Regardless of how you may feel, by lending me your strength, you've made amends. You've earned a new beginning. It's up to you what we become to one another.
I liked her better when she was kind of heartless and soulless and emo.
What we couldn't do yesterday, we might still do today. Working together. And should we want for strength, we need only rally more like-minded souls to our cause.
I mean, it's so dumb. Like, shouldn't he try to fix his mistake? Like, imagine I would throw something on the floor, make a whole mess, and everything. Someone says, "Oh, I'm gonna clean it up." And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm not gonna help you because I was the one that made the mess. I shouldn't help you." It's like, what the fuck?
So let's take the first step. The two of us.
So cute. Why isn't Golbez hanging out with us? Damn, that's adorable. Never did I imagine that the light I bore could bring about such change. As our domains are shaped by our innermost desires, perhaps this is a reflection of the hope that I had quickened in my heart. Okay. I came to the 13th to rescue Ashaya and protect your world. Our meeting was happenstance, and our association one of mutual convenience. Yet you and yours always treated me with kindness as a friend, and through our friendship I've found a new beginning. I'm forever in your debt. No worries. Just, you know, whatever. Yay! Hey, Virtua. No, not you. No, no. There we go. Reunited at last. Adorable.
Words cannot well express my relief that we could rescue my sister, nor my gratitude to all of you. What of him, Golbez?
He felt it would be inappropriate for him to be present at your reunion with Ashaya, and chose to remain down in the chasm. If you wish to hear an apology, however, I should be glad to drag him here.
Nay, that shall not be necessary. By his deeds hath he demonstrated his contrition.
So, what will you do now?
I've learned much, journeying together with you. Experienced things I could never have experienced alone. Together with Golbez, I hope to do the same as we labor to restore the 13th.
Then I suppose it's farewell for now.
Oh,
Be sure to share with Golbez what you've learned of the Source and its reflections, as well as the true nature of light and dark. He is as resourceful as he is determined, and will surely make the very most of the insights.
Indeed. Once we've gained a better understanding of the situation, I hope we can rely on your counsel.
But of course, I too shall continue probing new possibilities, the better to be of aid when the time comes. Ah, speaking of which... From ocean rise and cloud bank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Come forth, my servant.
Wait, she doesn't have to do the froth and foam anymore?
I revised the incantation, which is not to say you know how it went before. Are we clear? Nidana provided me with spare warding scales, which apparently provide greater protection than before.
Nom 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 nom.
This should keep the familiar safe. So long as you give the Nixie ether from time to time, it will persist and serve as a beacon for us to find you.
Already we find ourselves with a new ally. Thank you.
What an ally.
When you have the chance, please thank everyone for me. Those in
Sure.
Rosatan, Garlemald, Sharlayan.
Not the first.
The first and on the moon.
Do I actually have to go now?
A
and thank
lengthy
everyone?
list. A gift for Reen. In return for the light she helped me harness. It's the Memoria holding Zeromus. If used to augment darkness in the first, it may help to create balance between our worlds.
An excellent idea. Similarly, why not entrust the Archfiend's Memoria to Zero?
In that case, I shall pass them on to Golbez, to inspire and admonish him in equal measure.
I see you again, right? The 13th is in good hands. To be honest. I don't feel too much pressure to come back. Or
Come what
a
may,
bit.
we will see it restored. And should we need a helping hand, I hope we can count on you once more.
Sad though it is to say farewell, 'tis past time we returned home. Pray, climb upon my back.
Bye.
Till we meet again. No matter where we are, or how much time passes, our bond will endure. This I believe.
Nice. Do, do, do. Hello there. Oh, welcome back everyone. While you were away, a rent in the fabric of reality suddenly appeared. I thought we could observe you locked in furious battle with Zeromus. By the time I closed up, we had seen your victory. Well done, by the way. But we still couldn't breathe easy until we knew for certain you were safe and sound. And here you are, thank heavens. There I hope Ashdaya is safe too, and Zero. In a word, yes. Though we could not return Ashdaya to her original form, Reacher granted her a new vessel using one of his eyes. Her circumstances are unique, but it nevertheless gives me hope that there may be a way to save other Voidsent. As a Zero, she has chosen to remain in the world, in her world, and do what she can to restore it. Since the light of hope shines again amidst the darkness. Perhaps our research into environments capable of supporting life would be of use in the 13th. Now there's a thought. A day may come when the people of the Source and the 13th work hand in hand. In anticipation of this, we must accumulate even more useful technology. But then let us detain you with our cavalcade? I don't know, of brilliant ideas. So we'll see that the gate's closed and the seal deactivated, so go home and get some rest. That includes you, Oriange. As thou dost command, pray convey our gratitude to the Watcher for his timely assistance. Would seem Reacher preparing to depart. Reacher is preparing to depart. Come, let us descend to the Tower of Babel. Damn, I'm actually illiterate today. Upon arriving in Garlemald, 'twould be meet to inform Eulus of our mission's outcome. Let us seek him out at Tertium. Why? Why would he care? Let's go. And we are in Tertium. I don't know. This place. In Garlemald.
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
No, somehow I have to tell you about how it went. For whatever reason.
So you were able to rescue Ashdaya. Thank the 12.
Channeling light from the first was rather ingenious. It may fall short of cross-rift travel, but it's still an impressive achievement in my book.
You're too kind. Suffice it to say, though, that I don't intend to rest on these laurels. There's always more to be done.
Zero stayed in the void, did she? Well, if I had known it would come to that, I would have said a proper farewell.
Ah. So I took your words too hard. There's answer things. Oh no. I mean, she said I should tell them things.
Thanks for what? I don't recall doing anything in particular for her. On the contrary, she's the one who risked life and limb. Still, I'm glad that she got something out of her time here. As the days roll on, things will change for the both of us. But some things will remain as they are. As far as I'm concerned, Zero will always be a friend and comrade. And I will never forget her.
Oh. Cute.
If she's working tirelessly to restore the 13th, it wouldn't do to be outdone here. When next Zero visits, we must see to it that you have a shiny new Garlemald to show her.
Indeed. And speaking of rebuilding, there's a matter I'd like to discuss with you and Alphino. Word has spread of our dealings with Razat Han, and people are excited by the prospect of standing on our own 2 feet again. Naturally, it won't be straightforward. It never is. But on the whole, I have a good feeling about things.
In other words, it may be time for us to limit our involvement. That Garleans might take the lead. I can see the sense in that.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yeah, of course that's what you meant. That was the whole goal of this thing. But the Athena and Alizé want to be king and queen of this country.
We want you to take a rest. A proper rest. That's what I wanted to say on everyone's behalf. You've done so much for us already. Toiled beside us in the cold for far longer than anyone could ask. You've earned a reprieve 100 times over. So go on. Step away from here and head wherever you like. But if it were me, I'd choose somewhere warm.
I was thinking of taking a break anyway.
Far be it from us to go against such a heartfelt request. Though I would be lying were I to say matters here wouldn't weigh on our minds.
We could take a leaf out of Zero's book and roam about for a while. Maybe visit nations who share little history with Garlemald. Look for opportunities to foster future relations. We might learn something of recent foreign affairs that has escaped our notice.
As an independent party, we would be well suited to the task. An excellent idea, Alizé.
Well, that hardly sounds like a rest at all.
To us, it is the best kind of rest. Stimulating and meaningful.
If it's settled, then let's return to Sharlayan and consider our options. What about the rest of you? Do you have any plans?
We're indebted to Lord Fortuneau and his colleagues for their cooperation. 'Twould be meet to report on the outcome of our mission.
Then it seems we are all bound for Sharlayan. Upon arriving, let us seek out Athelise at the rostra and have her notify Father.
Yay, we're all back together again. Let's go to Sharlayan. Alrighty, here we are. Oh, just let us in. We're gonna have an audience with Lord Fortuneau. That's literally what she said. Damn, they actually dragged all this stuff out like crazy. Like, I thought it was bad before, but this... Oh man. Apologies to have cut you. I just you weren't objecting to Scholar Competition. If Scholar Competition also attends. No, that's fine. My incorrigible children, were you not assisting with Garlemald's reconstruction? Oh, Hellstrom was insistent that we take a rest, so here we are. But more importantly, Laura has news that she would share with you. Could also say they wanted to get rid of you. So the threat has passed. These are glad tidings indeed. Harnessing light from the first, a technological triumph that could have ended in catastrophic failure. But let us not dwell on hypotheticals. Like the ether from the Isle of Ham, you employed the light for peaceful, albeit unanticipated purposes. Knowledge exists to serve the greater good, as my father was fond of saying. I'm inclined to agree in this instance. It has been established that world-ending crises and their reflections are connected to calamities in the source. As such, the strides you made in understanding the nature of and effecting a change in a reflection may one day prove vital for mankind's preservation. The firm will be eager to review your accounts thoroughly, for every drop of water serves to swell the great river of knowledge. Can they just speak English? Like, might we prevail upon you to prepare a comprehensive report, Y'shtola, on the subjects of the void and cross-rift travel both? It would be my pleasure. Nice. We will share these tidings with those who aided you, Cockle Dunkle not least of all. Now if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. I should be glad to speak with you both later. Adorable, their dad is gonna talk to them. Father of the Year. Growing light. Let's go. With that, our obligations here are concluded. Oh, Nidana, what news from Fafnir? We've returned then. Wonderful. Rest assured, all is well with us too. Is that so? We would be honored, of course. I shall relay this to the others. A great feast will be held on Han to celebrate Ashtaya's homecoming. We have all been invited. Let me guess, I have to do something beforehand. I'm afraid my sister and I must decline. We have only just returned home. To leave again so soon would be inconsiderate to our parents. With regret, I too must excuse myself from attendance. A prior commitment requires that I remain in Sharlayan for a time. Let not our absence deter you, however. Pray enjoy yourselves to the fullest. I have no plans in particular, so you can count me in. I may as well visit the Radiant Host while I'm there. How about you, Laura? I'm down. Probably for me to turn down free food. I have delivery to make to the first. Nah, let's go to first. I can do that whenever. That's the spirit. Ah, but what about the Memoria Crystal? It would be remiss of us not to deliver it promptly to our friends in the first. Why promptly? Like, for them, a minute feels like a year anyway, so... Really? Also, if they are to transfer light and dark between worlds, they will need command over the Crystal Tower. In which case, I shall give you my spirit vessel to take again. When you arrive in the Crystarium, the sentry at the tower should be able to round up everyone for you. Once you have seen Tilmada's there, come and join us at Megaduta. Give everyone our regards, you hear? Why does it matter if I go now or tomorrow? So dumb. Alrighty, we're at the Crystarium. They summoned everyone.
Ah, yes. The king has already shared what they glimpsed in the source. The day is won, and the danger past. Hearing the tidings lifted a great weight from my shoulders. Never before had I taken on such a monumental request.
Small though it was, we are glad to have played a role in saving the Exarch's home. And yours. Furthermore, the endeavor served to reaffirm the bond between the peoples of Norvrant. Nurturing this bond, we will strive to be an example for the world Zero aspires to restore.
Is that a Memoria crystal? I can feel it. The tremendous darkness within. Using darkness from the void to restore balance to this world. If such a thing could be done!
Well, well. Though night has returned to our world, darkness cannot arise of its own accord. much less in abundance. But if it could be brought here in like manner to how we channeled light to the void, it may well be possible to restore the empty in its entirety.
Yippee.
Do you still have that spirit vessel with you? If so, I beg you loan it to me for a time. I would use it to investigate a way to have the tower receive rather than send energy. Thank you. While I make no promises at this stage, I shall rigorously explore the possibility.
I too need to explore new possibilities for my powers. My recent experience at Nabatha has taught me that. To that end, I will set aside botany for a time, and focus instead on myself. Knowing Zero is out there, doing her utmost to restore her own world, it inspires me to redouble my efforts.
Nice. You do that. Can I go? It was a mighty struggle, but I had faith that you would be victorious in the end. And I doubt not that the people of Northrend would cheer when they learned that the Warrior of Darkness managed to save her home. I know you're a busy woman, so don't let us keep you. Rest assured that we will continue the work we've begun. Let's go eat. Alrighty, here we are.
It cannot be. Oh, Vashan, my darling little brother. To think that I will never see you again.
The way you carry on, anyone would think he was actually your brother. Save your tears now. His Excellency still has one of his eyes. And he has made it clear he intends to continue using his vessel. You'll see Varshan again. Never fear.
Truly? But will it be the little one?
Personally, I prefer the adult vessel. It cuts a gallant figure and has superior functionality besides.
Bah, I don't care about such things. My little brother, little and adorable.
Sisters, give me strength.
Whoops.
Had enough of the revelry, have you? So, what's next for our hero? need to decide just yet. You'll recall our escapades in the Void began with a treasure map I paid entirely too much gil for.
True.
You can't force an adventure. It'll happen when it happens. And you'll know when the time is right. Till then, it's good to lend an ear to others and their tales. And speaking of others...
Discussing each other's plans, are we? Alas, I have nothing exciting to share. I foresee an extended confinement in my Sharlayan chambers, compiling my theories on cross-rift travel. My research may be classified, prohibited by the powers that be. But so long as a bond exists between people, ever shall our worlds be connected. As it stands, a means to travel to the First is within reach, and I would be satisfied even should my research not exist in an official capacity. And what of you, Estinian? Have you any plans?
Right, an exit.
He never was one to stay put for long, though I've no doubt he will make himself known when needed.
It was a lively feast, was it not? And it impressed upon me once again how dear Vitra is to his people. Well, as much as I should like to linger, this past time I took my leave. If you mean to depart as well, I suggest you call on Vitra before setting out. Before I forget, thank you for everything we learned and for everything we accomplished. I couldn't be more grateful. Till next time, take care. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, here we are in front of Megaduta with Roshan in his vessel and his little sister. Nora, I hope you enjoyed the festivities. To be able to celebrate Ashdaya's return with everyone was moving beyond words. Nice. Lest you wonder, I've chosen to use this vessel for now, the better to escort my sister about Ratzatan. This is my true form without an eye, but I do not anticipate having need of it in the immediate future. Long have I dreamed of showing Ashdaya my beautiful city, a glittering jewel born of unity, and I shall relish every moment of it. Now then, I believe both Y'shtola and Estinian have embarked on their respective journeys, but have you yourself business elsewhere? If not, you are welcome to remain here as long as you like. Should aught of import arise, we will inform you, but until such a day arrives, I bid you take your ease. Nice. Meanwhile, in Old Sharlayan.
Everything appears to be in order. Oh, finished at last. So time-consuming. How nice would it be to have a mammoth to handle such tasks? Now then, let's have a look at you. quite old, this letter. We'll need to store it carefully.
How long did she leave that stuff there?
Addressed to grandfather, and come all the way from Tuliolal. From a Gulu... someone.
Sounds good.
Oh, the ink's too faded. Hardly anything is legible. Come on, give me something. A commission to investigate the Golden City in Tural. How odd. No one ever mentioned such a commission, nor have I seen any records. Something else in here. What an unusual earring. How does it relate to the petition, I wonder? Oh, did you go there, grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural?
Maybe. That sounds very much like Dawntrail. We're only in Growing Light Part 1. What's gonna happen in Part 2 then? Probably a whole lot of nothing. Hello.
Back again already, after making a show of leaving. Well, this is it, Sharlayan. Quite a far cry from Tuliolal, yes? Come, let's go and find your candidate, our adventurer friend.
Guess there's gonna be even more build up to Dawntrail. Okay. 3 more quests to go. We can do this. When one door closes. Laura, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Badesian request your presence in Sharlayan at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you have no pressing business, pray make your way to the Badesian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. Let's go. No, let's not go. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ashdaya the city, from notable landmarks to the people's lives. There's still much more for her to see. I really do not care. Like, just show her. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Okay. Bye. Let's go to Sharlayan. And we are in the Badesian Annex. Hello. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the void. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaron will. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated the change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Lunar to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. Now then, where is Erenville? I'll probably close by.
Erenville!
Hello! I'm sorry, my avatar looked a little crooked.
Apologies for the
No,
wait.
should be fine.
I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Ta-da!
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her, the adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Wuklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuelal.
Well, hello there.
Tulihuelal.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The right of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait,
of course.
Let's
Wait, what?
all just slow down.
What?
Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuelal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides.
What?
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
It does. Let's go. With my complete attention, just stricter rumor, nothing more. Golden City, I've heard about it before. Now you have my attention. I mean, actually, you don't have to tell me more, I'm in.
We're going to get along, you and I.
You had me as soon as you walked in.
Dural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions.
That's me.
So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Sounds like fun. The game is afoot. Yeah, it is. The chance to see not only Tyrol, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation. Mind, there's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for our hunt, however. Really, we went to the edge of the universe just, like, guided by a little, like, GPS signal, and that's actually it. But now we could, like, just explore somewhere on the world? Like, we don't even have to travel through space or anything? When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. Sure. The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tyrol. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray, go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. I was wondering why she's not wearing her hood, but she was wearing the earring. And so we could see the earring. She just doesn't wear the hood. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. So, we have to take a ship, and I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause, a hunt. Come on, let's get going. Let's go. Several cutscenes, blah 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 blah. Yeah. 660, as if I have that much. I barely made it for the Abyssal Fracture. Got it.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
No.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. He made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can. The researchers should be just ahead.
Then let's go.
There! The building to the northeast.
This?
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Aww.
Right! Let's hunt our fill!
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Aww.
Yeah! Taste my axe!
These animals are usually so docile.
They're so cute. I don't wanna. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are Laura the adventurer who saved our star. Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
Of course I am.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Let's go.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not to go back. The task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Sure.
I'll handle this.
Okay.
Hold still.
Nice.
Is that all?
Oh no.
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
You find ravaged beast remains 20 shreds per sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Alright. Let's look for more hints. Okay, so there are feathers scattered about the ground.
Feathers? But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
Well, do we see prey that has...
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
Roasted.
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Oh, there's something. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Alright. And here we are. Oh, snap.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Damn. Apparently even worthier prey.
What is that thing?
What is that thing? What is that thing?
It speaks?
I guess we should go after it.
It's heading towards the falls!
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come!
Whoops.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Sure.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
That's not very nice. Understandable though.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh.
And I guess we can
I'm going
skip
to
some of
enjoy
this.
sinking my teeth into you.
Well, that's not good.
I've got you.
Oh. Guess we're fine.
That was too close.
Steady now.
They were in sync.
Spread out, everyone!
You pay for that.
Easy. Oh.
Thank you.
We did it! Da, da, da.
And I had barely limbered up.
Yeah, sure.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
True. Uh-oh.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks! Dirty tricks!
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have...
see! Have at you!
Really? She's already a Cryptomancer?
Cryo.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
An outfit too?
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Hydaelyn. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Cute.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From...
Well, well.
I'm sorry.
Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh.
Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyollal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
Same, girl, same.
We're eating that.
Yep. Probably tastes like chicken. Oh, getting close. Alright, with the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. Or better or worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here in Sharlayan, the Last Stand. Come, let us see what they can cook up for us. Let's go get some meat. Alrighty, here we are. Well now, there's a famished face I've ever seen. If I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Laura? You can cook this bird. Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. Just a recipe, nice. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Nice.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Sharlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
It's good.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Guess not that spicy.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razad after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh, who might that be?
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
You probably also grew up there.
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Sure.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliolal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
To be honest, she seems a little impulsive and like, you know, like she doesn't really think about consequences and stuff.
That's very kind of you.
I don't think that's a good ruler, to be honest. I like her, but, you know, not as a ruler.
Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
I mean, it makes sense. She's a tiger, lion, I don't know, just a big cat. Whether Wook Lamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Well, well. I need money. You look at my gill in the right corner. It's not looking too good there. The coming dawn. Ooh, present. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Uglama's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. And this. I don't want to study. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Let's go. Alrighty, I read some books. I didn't want to include too much because I feel like if we jump into it when the whole expansion drops, I kinda don't want to be too, like, spoiled. You know, I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, that is what we read and everything. You know, I kind of want to be like as open-minded as possible, you know, kind of be surprised by everything. So yeah, but I just flew over them a little. But let's see, I mean, probably we're still gonna talk about stuff that we read, so whatever. Alrighty, we're here with Graha. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammals do not take kindly to chatter. The mammoths. Oh god. Let's go outside. Huh? Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I can't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? I was rather taken with the tale of Cat and Ram Potos. I have a newfound appreciation for them. Legendary city of gold. I don't know. As if despite having just enjoyed a hearty meal, I found myself craving popotos. As they keep well, they were a boon to sailors, and it was the same property that allowed them to survive the voyage to Eorzea. The book also mentioned a method of preservation which sees popotos repeatedly frozen and dried. The resultant product was apparently used in a stew by people in mountainous regions. I should like to sample that dish one day, that and all the unique cuisines of that vast continent. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Learned about alpacas, wingers, Valigarmanda. Well, the last one apparently is like a myth, so I'm sure we're gonna fight it at some point. Or it's gonna be a mound or something. But the alpacas, they sounded really good. Ah yes, the alpaca. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by way of their lush fleece. They're especially prized by mountain tribes who hold certain rare specimens sacred. I thought I heard familiar voices. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own, do you? We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razat-Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. What of the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tyrell. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliolal ourselves. Contest is Lura the only one allowed to help Vuklamat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Vuklamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. No, not you two. Oh, I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Afano. We have planning to do. Alice, wait. Totsima, our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They're gonna come with. I hate it. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Well... It's for Sumo. Get a nice view of the studium. Hey, let's go. Alrighty, I guess we can make it all the way to the annex.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuklamat's request?
Well, technically accept, but... I don't think she would be a good leader. I never say no to a new adventure. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I'd rather not get involved in politics. I mean, I want to go on an adventure, but I don't know if I want to help her. Yeah, it's a new adventure. That sounds fun.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core.
Okay, Heidelin.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
All right. Oh, hello there. Yeah, he's been missing for a while. hasn't he? Let's go. Righty, here we are.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I should probably go where I've never gone before. I've never been on one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it. I mean, it's more about traveling there rather than helping her, I feel like.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
Let's go.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
I was hoping to, but I figured I probably won't be able to.
Alpha no, Alize! What are you two doing here?
She's like, oh, what are you two doing here, you little shits?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who were sneaking after Erenville as toads.
I was too.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
He's fun. I like him.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense!
Yay!
Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
Exactly.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
Perfect time to go.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
What?
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
But he also wants it. He was so excited.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
Does he Voshika to it?
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Okay. Is this the end credits? It is. Whew. Let's finish this. Lest you wonder about your passage to Tural, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured, I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. And that's the end. Oh my god. I mean, it's probably gonna be another cutscene or something. Meanwhile, in them settlements, what? Oh,
when
hello.
does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
So we're just gonna run into him. Meanwhile, an Old Sharlayan.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
What a coincidence.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Wait, were they also invited to help someone in the tournament?
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
I don't forget
Come,
how tall
my friend.
Riange is.
We make for Taral.
Or how tiny Fankred is, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Riange is tall. But just them in comparison. It's funny. What a coincidence that everyone is going to the same spot.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Now I have.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north?
Did we? I'm not sure. I think?
The
Maybe not?
fabled golden cities of the New World.
We're going to. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Nice! Row forth to break horizons bond and tread the gilded path beyond. Hell yeah! Oh my god, that's actually the end! I can't believe it. Oh my god. We made it. We actually made it before Dawntrail came out. I'm so happy about it. I will see you guys next time with Dawntrail. So yeah, I hope you look forward to it. And thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see. And obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching and bye bye!